We do have the battle qualified issues because we know in the app how these events going on.
Yeah.
The app to chaos. Hey, girl.
Hi. How are you doing?
Vampy was up on TikTok before I saw her when I was making TikToks.
Yeah, I had a good stream, not gonna lie.
Pretty early. Yeah.
Hello.
I need to go live on TikTok again. I was doing that. This is quickly off the subject. I was doing that penguin one. I've been wanting to do that one, and then that American not horror story, horror show one. I didn't really do the dances well, but I'm like, you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna have fun. But, all right, welcome everybody tonight. The first story I'm gonna get into is about Bob Barker. We know Drew Carey is the current host. Okay, odd thing. I thought Bob Barker was already dead, so I felt a little bad when I saw the story. He
I
was
do too.
Casey, it's not just me, but and he was like 99 or something, so he was almost 100. So he had a long, good life. But my memory of The Price is Right growing up, I did watch it with my grandparents. We would watch soap operas and then we watched Price is Right. I remember Plinko. I loved Plinko. It's like if I could go on, I'd be like, ooh, let me play Plinko. Be like, you want to play the other games? No. You didn't get to choose, obviously, but I really loved The Price is Right. I definitely remember Bob Barker. I definitely prefer him to Drew Carey, but I kind of see how Drew Carey has his own, little niche in it too. And I'm sure, have both of you ladies seen The Price is Right before?
Yes, absolutely. Just like you, right after soap operas with my grandparents, I was right on there.
I think when since they got this new one out, it comes on like before Bold and Beautiful comes on and Young and Restless, whatever. With my grandmother, we will always watch The Price is Right before after the soap opera stuff. I want to be on that show myself, actually.
Yeah. I always wanted to too. I don't know the whole process for how they pick who they pick in the audience. Now you go there and you get tickets and all that. Now I think they're free to do it in LA. But being with that what Vampy said, would you ever want to be a contestant? I totally would have wanted to be a contestant.
I do. I want to spin the wheel. Like I really want to spin the wheel. Like that's what I. Yeah, I really want to try that thing. Absolutely. I want to see how hard it is.
It was fun.
Yeah. And that is one that we win. Like when people, it's funny when you're watching from home, you kind of watch the games and people aren't playing it right. Some people you're rooting for, you're like, yeah, you got this. Others you're like, you suck. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, that's not right.
Yeah. You're like, come on, I could do a better job. Why can't I be there?
Exactly. Yeah. And then of course the cars. Yeah.
The reactions are everything. Every time they see the wheel, like.
But what's funny was my reactions when they showed the cars. It was like, oh, can't they give away something better? This is a TV show.
I'm sure that a lot of cars now since updating with this new host and everything like that. But like I said, like you said earlier, that I thought Bob Barker was already dead.
So I did too. And I saw that, I was like, oh no, he's still alive. Whoops. But that's because
Yeah.
you didn't really hear much about him. So he kind of lived a really quiet life. So that made
Well,
it
I
more
mean,
glorious than that.
to know what he died from, that
Yeah, so-
alone, yeah.
Alzheimer's, yeah.
Yeah,
for anyone who didn't
Alzheimer's.
know, he did pass on from Alzheimer's, which is obviously really, really sad. I don't know how bad off he was in the end. Hopefully he died peacefully and died in his sleep. I really didn't see that part, but I haven't had any family members who experienced it, but I know it's got to be a lot to deal with. Savage Marmar.
It is a lot
But,
to deal with. My dad has it. He's 50s. He has early Alzheimer's, but he was diagnosed a year and a half ago, and now he can't remember anything. He barely. It's hard. It can be either a very quick thing. Some people live with it for 10, 15, 20 years. Some people, they can only live with it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. So it's your brain. So it really
oh
depends.
wow, Savage! I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Back in relation to Bob Barker, and again, sorry for your loss. Our condolences. But in relation to The Price is Right, was there another game show that you would have been wanted to be on? The funny thing is Jeopardy. I always felt like I wasn't smart enough. And I know I'm smart, but I never felt like I wasn't smart enough for Jeopardy. I'd be like, wow, like I should know all these things. Did I not learn anything at school? That Jeopardy kind of made me feel dumb. But Wheel of Fortune, because all you had to do was go on there and guess letters. I always wanted to be on Wheel of Fortune. I love Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of game show are we talking about? Because like, I always wanted to do the challenge.
Oh, okay. See, that's a different kind of game show, kind of
That's
like
like
Amazing Race,
yeah.
kind of shows like that.
Yep.
That's another one too. The Amazing Race. It's on a different realm, but the stuff that you go around the world and do challenges, and that just
I would
seems-
love that. I think that would be so amazing to do.
Yeah.
That's
That's one that's kind of funny. Me and my kids got into that one too, and they try to be like, "Oh, Mom, let's go!" And my kids are much more athletic and like active than I am. And they're just like, "Mom, let's go." I was like, "How about you and your brother go and you go do it?" I said, "Me, it's like I'll just watch, you know." But
I'll watch it from the comfort of my home.
Not gonna lie, whenever I was like watching Fear Factor, I wanted to do it, and I seen where they had submerging people on the water. Like, nope. Changing my mind on that one. So, regards to that, I love Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, you always gotta do guest letters. I do have the Wheel of Fortune game on my phone that I play every day.
yeah, they have video games, a phone games, a box game. Yeah, they had all kinds of.
I'm
games.
guilty with that one.
Family Feud is also one of I want to be on, and let's make a deal with Wayne Brady. Yeah. So like those are a few shows that I love to do. Not so sure about Fear Factor no more.
Well, that was the one thing that was crazy about Fear Factor. Yeah, that people for like $5,000 they eat a spider. I was like, you can give me $1 million, and I'm not sticking a live spider in my mouth for $1 million. Like we're good. Emerald, hey girl. Yeah.
I believe
Mm-mm. Scorpions crawling on your face and all that
The
stuff.
ones
No,
where they
I'm
had you like lay in it with like snakes and roaches and like, ooh,
no.
Yeah, I feel like the older version of Fear Factor was more worse than today. Put it that way. Because they would have intestines and all that stuff, which is so weird. Like, ugh.
And quick shout out to Scantron on here. We know he has dealing with Scan. Deal or no deal. It went off the air. That one was all you did was guess numbers and see if you could win money.
Yeah,
it just seemed like it'd be fun even if you didn't win. And what's funny on here is even with Scantron, so you watch it and you're like, why didn't they pick this? Why didn't they do this? Even on here on the app watching the show, you have the same reaction watching the show.
I played the game a couple of times on the app as well. Still was game. It was pretty fun. Had a fun experience on it. I was hitting them 1 million case. So it's a good show. I love it.
Yeah. And do you have a personal favorite game show?
I would say Name That Tune. Or That's My Jam with the one with Jimmy Fallon hostess too.
Mm-hmm.
That's My Jam is also good. It's like I guess musical numbers and stuff. I love music so much, so I think I'd be good at those games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The pyramid.
Oh, that's good too.
I like the pyramid. I think it's fun. It's very interactive and it really gets you thinking. And it's a fun game.
Right.
And it's not a bad prize pool either. It's not like hard questions. They're very simple questions that most of us already know. We just gotta use our brains to do it. You just gotta be quick enough to do it. That's it. You gotta be quick.
Thank you, Sebastian Hurst. That was another one. I really liked Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but once it got to the harder questions, like I was like, again, why don't I know this stuff? You know, and I liked watching it, but it was harder when it was like, you know. But Beat Shazam. For some reason, I have that odd skill to get to recognize songs really quickly, even though I can't remember anything. I can recognize songs really quickly. It makes no sense. But yeah, Beat Shazam will be fun, and I always thought I could do well. That's one that's kind of funny. I'm not competitive, but when it comes to that, I'm oddly competitive. You don't want to play that one with me because that's one of the things I'm oddly competitive about. But I don't know. Me and Vampy, we did Andrew's show. If you recall this, you guys, Guess the Gibberish with Moody Andrew.
Yeah.
He scrambles words on his game show, and top badges. Me and Vampy, our knowledge of being on this app for a while finally paid off.
It really does.
We were on it with the top badges. We're like, we got this, we know this. But the one thing, I get the category, and I apologize, Chris Casper. I am not up on my Pokemon. His wheel randomly lands on Pokemon, and I'm just like, I don't know Pokemon. I know Pikachu, and it's
I
like
bad for you.
I'm just sitting there. Nope. I'm like, I feel bad.
Nope.
Oh my
You
goodness.
guys, if you have a chance to get on, there's so many good game shows on here, and they're so much fun, even if you don't win. So if you have the opportunity, definitely check out and compete on some of these game shows, even if you don't win, because I don't usually win most of them.
Yeah.
But they are
I
fun.
might add me a few shows on the app, just so you know.
Vampy is a fierce competitor. Keep in mind, we love Vampy, but if you're going to compete on a game show, Vampy's not the one you want to go against.
I'll keep that noted.
I'm not over competitive, but I can be competitive when it comes to games. But I love doing games. It's like fun. It's like,
It's funny though. Yeah, Vampy's so nice. It's funny that she gets so competitive on the game shows. But like, okay, another thing about these game shows, you do have the potential to win a lot of money on some of these game shows. We all think about, like if we won the lottery, what will we do with the money, kind of thing like that. But we have to actually play. We always say, oh, I do this if I win, and then we don't play, of course. Well, if you ever went on a game show and did actually win a bigger jackpot of money, and you had the chance to possibly, we all have things we want to do, but maybe if you had some chunk of it you could use to help somebody or a charity or something, do you think you go that route, or do you think you just use it for yourself? I mean, it's kind of hard to think about because we all obviously have things we need to do for ourselves, but then you kind of want to, if you had some chance to help people, maybe kind of factor in doing what you can for you and then doing what you can to help someone else as well.
Yeah, I think I would like donate some to the charity. Like it's $90, right? Just donate some to the charity, and then whatever left over you can spend on yourself, or or help someone else as well. But my first goal would be going to the charity first and donate, and then focus on myself last on that part.
Right.
Well, honestly, if I had that kind of money, what I want to do is travel the world. And one of the big things that I want to do is, there's a lot of countries that have kids that don't have a lot of things.
Right.
So, $1 million and traveling the world, that could go a long way and help a lot of people and a lot of kids. And, it could provide a lot of clothing and books and things to people that just don't have any other needs. And if you see it all the time that people you come across that just need a little boost and that helps. And unfortunately, that's all around the world. So, that's something that I want to do. It's actually costs less to travel the world than to stay in the United States and live in the United States, especially with kids. It's so much cheaper to do that. There's people that do it all the time. So why not do that and help people along the way?
Mm-hmm. Right, definitely. All right, and last night we had the MTV Video Music Awards. I was trying to figure out somewhere to stream it, but I was not successful in my mission. But there's some of the performers last night, and I'll kind of follow up and watch some of the performances later on today. And I know sometimes you catch where that you can rerun it, and then you'll finally see where you can stream it. So you may still have an opportunity to stream it. But we had some of the performers were Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Demi Lovato, Olivia Rodrigo, Nicki Minaj. What's that tatted? Taylor Swift actually was the one who won the most awards. Some other winners: Blackpink, Olivia Rodrigo, Manskin, Anita, Stray Kids, who are a newer K-pop group. The song "Calm Down" by Selena Gomez, and I forget the artist she does it with, but that song, we all know that song. That
I can't think of names, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm thinking I'm blanking on his name right now. I get Diddy won an Icon Award, and then they did a special hip hop performance, which would have been cool to see, with Grandmaster Flash and Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne and LL Cool J, I really would have loved to see that one. I'm a fan of all those artists, and usually, like I don't think LL does music anymore. He does the show. What's up, Grumpy? But I don't think he really does music anymore. And those are all artists we know, and a lot of us are are fans of. So, did you ladies happen to see any of the performances or watch the show last night?
Yes.
The only go ahead.
The only thing I seen last night, I did see when Taylor Swift won one of her awards, and then found out she won like 9 in one night. I watched the Tomorrow X, they're like another K-pop group. That was a pretty good performance as well. I watched the hip hop thing they did too as well. I love it. It was amazing. They can't beat the one they did for BET though, because BET one was like fire, but it's
The Elliott one?
Huh?
Was that the Missy Elliott one?
Yeah, the Missy Elliott one was in was the BET Awards. Whenever they did that, they had like a tribute to hip hop and stuff like that. They had all like Busta Rhymes and all of them. They was all there. It was like so fun. But yeah, I did enjoy seeing little LL Cool J and Lil Wayne and all of them. It was very good tribute to that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The only one I seen was Olivia
Rodrigo.
Yeah. There you go. She does Vampire, which is actually one of my favorite songs. And I sat here and I sang it so much. So, and to see it, and then she recreated her music video to the T, and to where the stage fell down, there's like a malfunction, and a lot of people that didn't know or see her music videos kind of like, huh, what just happened? And then she comes out with her other song, and I love her. She's great. She's newer.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot about Manskin performance as well. When he came out with the video camera throughout his performance, it was so cool. Like, he's the only guy I would love seeing in the skirt, okay? Just saying.
The lead singer of Manskin, he's beautiful. I like their music. I like to watch the performances to look at him. It's like he's so like cool and sexy that I really. But I'm a fan of their music too.
He so. All the time.
But he rocks it though. But yeah.
He rocks it. He can get away with that.
But I would say the people who I've mentioned, who I'm fans of the music. Okay, Taylor Swift. This is gonna sound a little harsh for the positive vibes. I'm a fan of the music as a person. I don't know what it is. She annoys me as a person, but I'm a fan of the music. I don't know what it is. Like, she seems nice and cool, but I don't know, something about her just bugs me.
That's Selena Gomez for me. I'm sorry. I love her music. I really do, but her personality, her attitude, there's just something about it that it irks me the wrong way.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj. She always has good performances, when I see her. I like Olivia Rodrigo, Demi Lovato. Okay, this is going to be shout out to Ari with this line. Okay, I am not a fan of Cardi B. There's a couple songs she does raps on.
Nope.
I'm sure Cardi B is perfectly intelligent, but the way she carries herself, if she is intelligent, she doesn't act intelligent. And that's what it is. I'm sure she is very intelligent, but the way she carries herself, she doesn't come off that way. So that's the aspect of her that but Megan Thee Stallion, I don't get that same vibe from her. She always comes off as like smart and confident and intelligent to me, or like Lizzo as well. Same, and strong, confident woman. I don't know what it is about Cardi. I'm sorry if you guys like Cardi. It's just that's what I feel about Cardi, unfortunately.
Yeah, but props to Megan Thee Stallion for going back to college in her music career and graduating from college. Powerful woman right there. I love that.
Well, then there's another artist. This Latin artist Anita. I don't know her as well. I've seen her do some performances, and she is pretty talented. Like she's a talented performer. I know she's a newer performer. Ubi. Sorry, Teddy. We're in the middle of a show, so I only have the particular guests on the show each week. But I can have you as a guest in the future. As far as Blackpink, I know they're a newer artist. I've seen them. I like them too when they perform. I know they're like kind of in the K-pop realm too. But,
Oh yeah.
It's good to see new Latin artists out there. Unfortunately, there's not many Latin artists out there, so it's good to see this year, last year, there's been a lot more of it coming out, and it's awesome to see.
you kind of have the guys more. You have more like your J Balvin, your Bad Bunny. You have the guys that are more on the scene. So it is nice to see some new females coming out because kind of prior to that, yeah, it kind of really was more like J Lo and Shakira, and they're obviously.
Speaking of Shakira, last night too, her and I think Carol G, like another Latin artist that won like the Latin music, I think what they call it was like really big one. It was Shakira, and I think it was Carol G. I can't think of the Latina that was with her, but yeah, they had a song that came out, which I hadn't heard of yet, but they did play a little snippet of it during when it was getting awards. It sounded pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and check it out. There's a lot of the newer Latin music, whether it's the guys or the girls. It's really fire. It's fun to dance to. It's fun to listen to. A lot of the Latin music across the board it's really good.
It's been really good. Yep.
I would say if I had to pick like a favorite current artist in the Latin realm, I think it would be kind of more like a J Balvin or a Bad Bunny. They're kind of more the vibe.
Bad Bunny all the way.
I love it. Look, I love whenever he had made a song for WWE because like I'm a big wrestler fan or whatever, and he has sometimes he goes to WWE and wrestles too, and he do the little maneuvers and I think he beat the Miz at one show. Then
I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to Google that now.
I know the Miz, as I was a wrestler and all that. What's funny is what I still remember him from to this day. He did the Real World and he did the challenge on MTV back in the day. Mm-hmm. I remember him from that more so than the wrestler. I know he did like a reality show with his wife and everything. He did Dancing with the Stars.
I've seen that. That's where I know him from more than anything.
Him and his wife. Yeah.
I forget what it was called, and they did 2 seasons of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Miz and Miz.
I remember
Miz and Mrs.
Yeah, and I liked the show. They were funny, like from what I remember. But they didn't continue on with their show. But like I said, I don't really know him as like from the wrestling persona. I know him more from other stuff.
He's also I watched him on Dance of the Stars maybe 2-3 seasons ago. Whenever they had him on there, it was pretty fun and entertaining to watch him dance. He was pretty good at it. Like I'm kind of shocked. I think knowing that he's a wrestler, he was a little bit stiff in the ballroom, but it was like okay.
It's probably his wife. His wife probably taught him a little something.
It's true, yeah. Well, yeah, because she, I don't remember her nationality. She was from somewhere else.
Yeah,
I don't want to speculate.
Yeah, I don't want to say either. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate. Yeah, but I know she's from some other country. But,
yeah.
You guys, welcome to No Blues News, Wednesday, 7 Eastern. I am Miss Tawny. We share positive news and entertainment stories. Guests tonight, Vampy and Nightshades. Quick shout out to Marmar, Vampy, and hold on a second. Changed. What am I doing? Oh, and it was Islander. Okay. The next story we are going to get into is about Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, and his birthday. I didn't check if he was still alive because you guys this is my laptop. It literally died. I had all my questions on it, so I had to write them down quickly and improvise right before the show. But yes, Colonel Sanders' birthday, KFC. Quick, the history of KFC, fried chicken place. One of my go-to items. They got rid of one of my favorite items was the Nashville hot chicken. I love the Nashville hot chicken, and then the famous bowl. Those things like the mashed potatoes, the corn, the popcorn chicken, and the cheese and the gravy. Those things are really good too. My only thing about KFC, they used to have the potato wedges. They were so good.
Oh my
And then
God,
they got rid of them and got those weird fries. I don't like new fries. I wish they brought back the potato wedges.
like little Cajun fries, what they call them? Is
Huh?
it Cajun fries? Is it Cajun fries?
I don't know if it's Cajun fries, but they're whatever their fries are, they're not very good.
The one here has Cajun fries instead of the wedges now.
Oh, really?
I love the chicken pot pies. The chicken pot pies I absolutely love. I could sit there, I could eat one every day. They're so good. And their biscuits. I love their biscuits with their honey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Well, see, and actually, like my preferred chicken place, I like the spicy and I like the size and I like the seasoning. Popeyes is actually my preferred chicken place overall. But I do have, things I like about KFC. Like obviously, KFC owns it on the bowl. Like nobody else has the bowl. And obviously, you could make that at home. It'd be a little complicated because you had to like make multiple things. But yeah, but KFC would not be my favorite fast food place, even though I try not to eat it much. I would say probably honestly like Taco Bell because it's cheap and simple and easy. Taco Bell is probably my go-to.
I have to agree with you on that. Mexican pizza. I love the Mexican pizza. And then they took that, just like you said, they took that off. They took that off for a while, but so many people loved it so much and demanded it back that it's back now.
Yeah, there was so much uproar.
Yeah.
And then the nacho fries. People are so excited when the nacho fries come back. I love those things. So I get it.
I didn't like them that much. I wasn't a big fan of them. Now, when you talk about fries, like loaded fries, now Checkers. Now, I know not every state has a Checkers,
Yeah.
but the Checkers loaded fries. Oh my God, those things are. Oh, yeah.
Checkers is my favorite
They-
one to go to. And I love that
You
Bill
know
Shakes
Checkers in
too.
Mississippi?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. See, we have it in different parts of Texas. They have it in Florida. So that's the funny thing. Like when I had gone to Playlist in the past, I was like, oh, I can go to Checkers because I knew they had it in Orlando. And it's actually not very expensive, and it is pretty good. They
It
have a good
is.
spicy chicken. They have good fries.
Yup, the spicy chicken combo with the loaded fries. There you go. I'm good to go. I'm happy.
See, and some people are burger people. I'm a spicy chicken sandwich person. I love my spicy chicken sandwiches.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And yeah. Popeyes actually, and back in relation to Popeyes, their spicy chicken sandwich, you remember the hype over it when it first came out?
Yeah.
But it is good. It is so good.
When they remember to put the dang sauce on, do you know how many times I've ordered that from DoorDash or Uber Eats and it didn't come with a hot sauce? And I'm sitting there like, this is just a chicken sandwich with nothing, just a plain chicken. No, I want my spicy chicken sandwich.
Orders from Uber Eats and stuff. That's why I don't like order from Uber Eats. They always messing us with it. I be missing drinks. I had 2 drinks last time I ordered. Something was missing. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I quit ordering from our DoorDash and our Uber Eats locally because they'd forget like half my meals anytime I'd order something. I'm like, are they like eating it or leaving half of there? Like, what's going on? And then, like, when they had to bring something back, they'd have like attitude about it. I mean, like, well, you're the one who screwed up my order. Why you got attitude about it?
Hey, that's not fair. Mine never gives me brings anything back. I pretty much have to complain. I get a refund, but for whatever they don't. So that's that's the positive part.
but you
But
don't want
I've
to do
had
what
so
they
many
do.
times with refunds. I'm so tired. Like one time I just let it slide because I was so tired calling these folks about the refunds and stuff. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it slide. I'm done stressing myself out because they didn't get my order right, and I should not be lazy and went to the store and picked it up myself.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is they want to fight you on it. Like you're secretly lying to them and like hiding the food somewhere. I was like, don't you think if I got my food, I would have just ate it and not contacted you?
Right?
Yep.
They probably get scammed. Like, and they look at that as part of that.
and like I make sure I check the food right away. So if it's missing, well, like I contact them right away. So I mean, what did you think? I ate the food within like 5.2 seconds. I mean, no.
Yeah, I was calling like as soon as I look at it and missing 2 drinks or missing a fry or something like that. I was like, yeah, I'm calling them and take an hour just to,
Yeah.
just to get to your point across. I'm like, look, if I have my food, I won't be calling right now, okay? I'll just
Exactly.
call and have an issue with my order.
Well, it's being that I did work in, I did work in fast food in the past and the restaurant industry for a big chunk of my time, and now I'm in the hotel industry. I'm one of those that usually, if my food's messed up, I can pretty much roll with it. Like if I could take the cheese off, I could take the tomatoes off. I'm not one that's going to go back remake this. This is messed up.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
Now, if my food's not cooked, obviously, then yeah, like you can't give me, food poisoning. So yeah, if you don't cook my chicken, I gotta take it back to you. Be like, yeah, can I have one that's cooked, please?
I've had that happen
Yeah.
at Wendy's that had just opened, and I
Yeah.
took it back. And this is when like all that everything was happening and everything was being blown out of proportion. But I literally had raw chicken. I brought it to them and it turned into this big thing. Corporate was involved, everything. And I'm sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just like it was bad because they're a bunch of young kids. Not for nothing, but it is a bunch of young kids, unfortunately. And some of them just don't care. So
Yeah.
Right. That's
Okay,
why sometimes
and
I
then
take it apart first. What? Let me check before I eat it.
And
right,
then,
always check.
Yeah, with your fried chicken, you have a lot of good side options. Whatever chicken place it is, you have a lot of your various side options. Now, if we make it at home, we probably have our go-tos, like some biscuits, mashed potatoes, and gravy. What's up,
Yeah.
man? As far as when I go to the food places, I love the Cajun fries at Popeyes. I love their mashed potatoes and gravy. KFC, I do tend to get like a biscuit, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Campaign KFC, bring back your potato wedges. Hashtag potato wedges.
Right.
But
Just start riot with that.
yeah, they got KFC to bring back the Mexican pizza. Get KFC to bring back the potato wedges. But
Right.
yeah. What would be your go-to side item at the chicken places?
Waffle.
She said waffle.
Fries.
I know waffles. Waffles, like waffles.
Chicken and waffles. Oh, okay.
Heck yeah. I just ate it last night for dinner. I love chicken waffles. That when you talk about a go-to place is a place that has chicken waffles. That's my
I still
place.
have never tried that because I grew up in California with healthy food. I live in Texas for a long time, but yeah, I've still never tried the chicken and waffles. I should though, because I like.
You know what? I never thought it was go together. I always said, I don't know. I tried it one night and I was like, okay, I don't know how these two things go together, but they go together. It's
On
good.
that.
You like the chicken and waffles,
Try
Bambi?
it. I don't want to try it, but I've been debating on it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It really is. It really is.
But for my side, I would think it would be like more like mac and cheese, coleslaw, and some potato wedges. And they like when I make coleslaw at home, it'll say like the coleslaw from KFC because I don't know what they put in their coleslaw at KFC, but it's a good thing because I would go eating the whole thing of it. I want to spoon and everything.
I wish they did what is it? It's green, and why can't I think of it right now?
What's green?
Red okra, maybe.
Okay.
Green beans or
I was thinking lettuce.
No.
For some reason.
jalapeno
No,
peppers.
no. It's usually spicy. It's no, I can't even think about it right now.
We're all trying to figure it out.
Wasabi?
Wasabi, no. It's literally it looks like spinach, but it's not spinach. And it's usually spicy. And it's yeah, I can't think of it right now.
I can't think of what it is.
Yeah, not kale either. No, not kale.
Yeah.
Something.
Kale, maybe. Okay.
I'll
And
think
then
of
other
it
than
sooner or later.
fried chicken, we have a lot of good go-to chicken dishes. Whether it's a make-at-home one or something you would get at a food place. What is your favorite like chicken dish?
Personally, when it comes to cooking, I cook mostly chicken tenders and sometimes fried chicken breasts as well too. If they get crisp going with a little spice in it, some Cajun seasoning. I don't play around when it comes to spices. Okay, I mix all that stuff together. But I'm telling you one thing, it come out good though. But yes, I do like making tenders and fried chicken breasts.
Chicken tikka masala with white rice and naan.
So Justy.
It's real good, and you can when you're making at home, you do your spice level how it is. So when I'm making it for the kids, I can make it that one way, and then I serve the kids, and then I can add the spices more to it to make it to my heat level. So it's always good.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is definitely I am definitely an Italian food girl. I love my Italian food. Chicken fettuccine alfredo and chicken parmesan. Those are like I love both of those. Like, pasta all day long. I would eat pasta every day, but then I would weigh 1,000 pounds. But I love like my pasta. So, but everything in moderation and go to the gym. That's all you gotta do. So, but okay, and then the other story would be about singer Pink's birthday. But before we get into that, this is No Blues News, Wednesday 7 Eastern. I am your host, Miss Tony. We have Vampy and Nightshades. I want to get into shows and events I have going on. Shows and it's Nightshades and Vampy have going on. Also, Vampy and I do help other streamers with their shows, and I'll go ahead as far as me. And the hilarious thing is like I should seriously bring Vampy along to when I go to shows to be like Vampy should be like, in the comments, Tawny, don't forget about Krabby. Mention Krabby. Like I love Krabby. He's a good friend. But in relation to me remembering to like shout him out when we were having this conversation, like it's like I do my best to, but I'm sorry. But no, it's all good. But yes, not too shabby Wednesdays 3 Eastern. But keep in mind, Krabby is going to be working on a new show. He does also have the DJ show Fridays at 5 Eastern, Mystery DJ, to where it's a pretty cool show he's doing. He's also working with NorCal on that, who also had her DJ show as well. I think she's going to be bringing back on Fridays too at some point as well. But yeah, what it is and it's you get to go listen to cool DJs and their DJ mix, and it's that they don't show their face, so you're going based on their DJ content, their set they're doing, and not just obviously factoring what they look like into it. So but this app has plenty of cool DJs as well. And then as far as what the new show will be, Not Too Shabby is going to be wrapping up probably within the next month. As far as the details of Krabby moving on with that, definitely go to Not Too Shabby and he'll explain everything in relation to all that. As far as the details in the new show, I'm gonna, since it is his content, I'll wait till he releases that information. It's no big secret. It's just obviously it's not my content to divulge. So as far as me, we have my show Wednesdays 7 Eastern, No Blues News. On Thursday, Marty Party has a new show, No Picture Carlos, that I'm going to be on with Fairy Godmother and Wild West. I have not had a chance to see Marty's new show. We all know.
It's real fun. I played it before.
Yeah. Oh, you've been on it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's real fun. It's like a mystery thing, and then like the person who Carlos will be the boss black screen, and all they like hear is pretty much. So yes or no. It's a guessing game, yeah.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And if you someone like I was kind of shocked with the people that I knew.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get them, and one of them was Artman. I was so bad.
Now that's the thing I wonder about. Did they disguise people's voices?
No, you don't talk. You just clap. Yeah, literally in the dark, like by screen.
And how do they figure out who it is?
Got one for yes, twice for no.
Oh,
And then if you ask a question like,
wow.
"Are you a brunette?" and then if you say yes or no, like for me, we no, yeah.
That is a cool trick to hide your
So you-
identity. Oh, I get that. Okay, okay. See,
pretty
I'm
fun.
looking forward to this now. Now, you guys know, like I said, my history on game shows. I will probably lose. I will have fun. I will probably lose.
I was so shocked
Then,
though. It was
and
people like
then-
me too. I'm like, oh my.
right? And then Saturday, Lux's game show, her trivia, tic-tac-toe trivia game show, she just got featured. So I'm going to be doing her show. It's me and Silly Lily. I love Silly Lily. Me and her are about on par with games. So it'll be interesting. I'm sure she'll win still, but she and I aren't very good at games. So we'll come and watch. One of us has to win, obviously. And then I think what else? Halloween auction with Krabby. There's a lot of Halloween events going on. If you have a chance to dress up, participate in these auctions. Bambi has an auction going on as well. Raj has one. Eddie has one. Just look around. There's a lot of Halloween content, and they're fun to participate in.
I would love to do one.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done an auction.
Yes. Krabby does have the deal where it's a 5K buy-in to do it. So any of those who do not want to invest in that doesn't bother me, but some might, that they might not want to do that. Vampies, I don't think it's that. I think she just has, the bid fee for her.
Costumes. I'm gonna ask some Halloween questions like, what's your favorite horror movie, or what's your favorite whatever like involves with Halloween. So not just gonna be just a little auction. It's just gonna be costumes. And I might have someone who could rate the costumes. Who's the top costume of the night, the second and third. And also during the battle, I'll ask questions about what's your favorite thing about Halloween and all that stuff.
Yeah. And then as far as Raj and Eddie's events, definitely reference their Instagrams for the details on their events. We have as far as our other Wednesday shows tonight. As you know, I have sent in my headshots. I'm waiting for the official date to hear when I'll be featured. Excited for that process. It's been a long process, but I'm excited for the journey I have. Most definitely, the opportunity to reach out and interact with more people will definitely be a plus and be a really cool opportunity. But tonight we do have we all know him, we all love him. Chris Casper suited up, 9 Eastern. You don't know Chris, please check him out. Show him love. I mean, we should all know Chris Casper at this point. Then Matthew. Yeah, I know. Matthew, 10 Eastern. Forgiveness Culture. Guest tonight, I believe, is Nurse Joy. Chris's guest, Kraft Mac, Slux, and I'm sorry, I forget who the other person was.
I forgot too. It's been a while since I looked at it.
I don't remember who the other one was. But yeah. And then we had some other shows we're checking out that are on Wednesdays. You have Best Friend Show, you have Coco Captain Show, you have Borat, you have Moody Andrew. Wednesday's a good lineup for shows. I mentioned Uma already. I'm trying to think who else. Like I'm just drawing a blank, huh?
Chocolate Block.
Yes, Winda, yes. Then yeah, okay.
There's a whole lot of stuff.
If we forgot anybody, my apologies. I'm just trying to cover our Wednesday, show family peeps.
Kitty Commander is doing a espionage with the feature show hosts. Yeah, she have a whole list of people.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So make sure to check that out. You have a lot of varieties of show hosts to go through. There's a lot on the app. That's not even half of it.
Yeah. And anybody who has quickly to mention the app event, Live Fest. This is a new event for the app. I have been to Playlist twice. I went in 2020. I went in 2022. I don't know, obviously, the vibe of Live Fest because they haven't done this event before. I wish it was in Vegas, not in Arizona, because nothing really particularly exciting about Arizona. If you live there, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's fun things to do. But the whole opportunity to interact with everybody and see your friends is really worth it. The main basis of why you want to go outside of where it is. I can tell you, Orlando is a good place to have it because you have so much going on, so much to do. You have all the opposite stuff to do in Orlando. You have within an hour or two driving places so much to do. You have the beaches, but mainly your opportunity to meet everybody, to interact with everybody, to have this experience with everybody. I can tell you it's worth investing with. It's worth going to, just like I'm sure Live Fest will be as well. Everybody that even people who don't know each other, you build friendships and bonds. You're all experiencing this event together. And there's not drama. Everybody just wants to be there and have fun. So definitely if you have a chance, even if you don't have a ticket, go to Arizona. Like find things to do with people outside of the event. I don't have a ticket. I will be going though to see people outside of the event. I do have some friends who are going to be there from overseas who I've not met yet, who I've been friends with for a while. So I'm excited to see them and finally get to meet them. And then obviously, you know, the friends I can catch up with, you know, that when they come to this event. So
yeah.
But in relation
awesome.
to sorry?
I said that's awesome.
Yeah. And then in relation to singer Pink, her birthday was this past week as well. I'm a big fan of, you know, Pink. I think she's a badass. I always joke about, you know, if there was any singer, she's the one I wouldn't want to mess with because, you know, she'd give me a beat down. So she looks like, you know, she's talented, but she looks like she could fight you too if she needed to. Definitely a fan of her and her music. I really love her vibes. I think she's super cool. She's definitely somebody who's been around for a minute. I think she seriously came out back when I was like a junior or senior in high school. So she has been around longer than I think I realized.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's been along for a while.
Yeah. And she's mixed it up. She did kind of like R&B. She's done pop. She's done rock. We know
she was doing everything.
Yeah, she does like the aerialist stuff when she performs, you know, and she's just, you know, really cool. We know she's done performances with her daughter and all that, and the newer music.
I love when Pink goes around flying across the and everyone, and she did some little aerobic acrobat stuff. Like, okay, Pink, I see you. I'm scared of heights, but you ain't gonna see me. But I love Pink. She's an amazing woman, that for sure.
She did one song that was in the I think it was the Princess Diaries that was incredible. That that's where I fell in love with her when she did that song. I can't remember the name of it, but she has an amazing voice, very unique.
Yeah.
You know, the very unique voice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely a fan of her. I would say one of my favorite songs of hers. People know it. It's kind of more controversial one, but that song "You in Your Hand," I love that song. I love all the kind of like screw you types of songs sometimes too. It's such a good song, you know.
It is good.
Yeah, I love like "Sober," "Get the Party Started." You know, what else? You like
we're both singing it.
Lady Marmalade.
We're both singing in our head. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to sing that song in my head, not out loud. So, but it is kind of like going in my head now. But
we love some Pink.
Yeah.
I love her song "So What." It's like what that. So what? I'm still a rock star. That song, that's such a good song by Pink as well. And that one song that she did with is it Nate Roos? Just Give Me One Reason, something like that. One Reason by Harry and Nate Roos, which is a pretty good song too. I loved it.
Yeah. And personally, my music taste tends to lean more towards rock. Pop rock, and then like, you know, other forms of rock. Maroon 5, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, 3 Days Grace. That's kind of Linkin Park. I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. That's kind of my realm of, you know, a lot of what I listen to. But I do listen to a little of everything. It's funny. I could have one day where I listen to Christian music, and then the next day I can listen to metal and Latin. So it can be like a very, it's kind of like depending on your
everywhere
mood
for
and what
you.
you're like vibing with. Well, it's funny, like this morning
Absolutely.
I was doing this mix where I went from like listening to like Coldplay songs, and then I was listening to like Shakira and NSYNC. I saw like a weird mix going on this morning. So
Speaking of NSYNC, they did a reuniting
I
at the
heard about
VMA.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
No
They're
way.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There was a bunch of hype that they were going to perform and everything. Now I don't know if
Yeah.
Justin was back, but yeah, if they were going to perform, but I think they just presented, and I don't know if
It was-
Justin was back. So.
It was wild. That was sure. I was like, I'm over here like fangirling, you know, MySpace is from Mississippi as well. That's where my I'm a Mississippi native person. I love me some MySpace and
Yeah.
Joey. I'm almost at a little mall at that point.
Right. And then back into the aerialist stuff that Pink does. I don't know if anybody in here, I don't know anybody who has that kind of talent. I wish that I could do things like that, but I can't move like that. I do have a dancing background, but not like that. Now, as far as being, athletic, or do you have any like athletic skills or sports skills under your belt?
I used to run. I have
Oh.
medals for running because I used to do junior lifeguard. And for 4 years I did running on the beach, and I ended up winning medals for that. So as far as that's as far as my sportsmanship goes.
Yeah, I did a little cheer when I was in high school. I also did band. You know, it's not like a sporting thing, but I was in band. I did like roller skating. I'm an amazing roller skater. I skate fast. I know how to stop on point and stuff while running to someone, but yeah, I do skate fast. Like you see me in the ring, just watch out because I'm a fast skater and don't be too slow in front of me because you might get hit.
Oh, my life just went out.
And
Ooh.
then, do you have any like singing, dancing, like performance types of talents? I said like I have a dancing talent. Vampy has seen this before. She knows I pretend I can rap. Can I actually? No. I just like I rap along to songs. But do I actually have skills? No. But I try to pretend I'm ghetto Miss T and try to like rap along to the song. So, but no, I'm from California. There you can't get much more white than me. So I have no thug background to me whatsoever. So
Yeah, I did do.
No.
You know, you see me probably lip syncing. I did a singing competition. And I don't think I'm a best singer, but you know, I give it a shot. I do love dancing as well, like I wear Grease and all that, and then trying to recreate dance moves. Like I'm in the Grease movie, just like it goes Grease. But yeah, I love to do that too.
I've sang on my stream. Not sure my viewers liked it too much or appreciated it too much, but I've done it. As far as dance, I have no rhythm, and I married a Cuban. And that for 10 years, I have no rhythm. I'm a white girl too ditzy. I can't. Nope. Mm-mm. No. I just can't do it. I look horrible dancing.
and then
I'm like one of like
right.
you know.
True.
I'm like, yeah, back in the whole
Right.
yeah, that's
Right. Okay. And then we know Pink has been an artist who has had a long career, and a lot the success. We know a lot of artists, you have to evolve with the changing music styles and what's the current. You have to mix yourself into whatever the current scene is, and do you, but kind of see where you can fit your niche within the current scene. Now we know if artists clearly if they don't do that, then they don't stick around. Obviously, because they have to learn how to evolve with music. Pink, as someone who I could say has been very well at at doing well at sending herself and her path to evolve into whatever the current scene of music was. Can you think of another artist outside of Pink that's kind of, there's many we can think of, but do you have like a one that comes to mind as far as like their music evolution?
Justin Timberlake.
Really.
No, he did, he did a lot of things. He went from being pop to doing so many different things, and I mean, look, he's made it from when he started in Disney, and he
Yeah.
still does good till this day. He's
I
made
was
it through our times.
I would say I
Beyonce.
actually ruined him with they used to call Justin Timberlake the Roman noodles hair. He was the like Roman noodles hair on his head when he was younger. He's so cute though. But my artist Miley Cyrus, like I grew up watching Miley Cyrus. She really have grown a lot. She had a crazy face at one point, but she overcome that. Now she's doing a lot more better. Not as crazy as wild as she was, and I love her new song. Used to be young, powerful song. And then it's like she changed a lot from we basically grown up with her pretty much at that point. She's like 30 now, so it's just crazy.
Yeah. That is one thing, okay. Even though she, like I said, I'm a fan of the music, she's not a fan of her as a person. I can definitely say Taylor Swift is one who's been very smart with her career and that has adapted herself to it, to molding into and adjusting, her music style. I can give her that. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Madonna, those are kind of like the goats in relation to knowing how to sustain a long career and evolving with different music trends. So currently,
Absolutely.
obviously, I think
Absolutely.
Janet is the only one still currently doing music anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
Madonna.
Mhm.
Madonna is still doing it since the beginning. I mean, look, she went from doing some old music to doing pop to doing all different kind of things.
Oh yeah. I feel Taylor's very talented, but it hasn't changed too much. Yeah. You can tell, like, whenever she first started, she was on a guitar and, this country girl, and, like, sing her country love songs about her ex-boyfriends. We all know. I wish she would change that aspect of singing a song about her ex-boyfriends. We get it. You're heartbroken. Move on with it. Go with something new.
yeah,
Isn't that most country singers though?
yeah.
I think she just does it the most, though, out of all of them.
Yeah. Somebody
These
who
are the
I
same things over-
forgot about
Yeah, the guys, though. I mean,
would
it's
be
her ex-
Rihanna too. Rihanna has kind of Rihanna's mixed it up over the years too, and I like Rihanna. I'm a fan of hers too. She just popped into my head. I was like, oh yeah, duh. I said Rihanna's been good with changing her career as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
this has been No Blues News every Wednesday, 7 Eastern. We share positive news and entertainment stories. Talked about Colonel Sanders' birthday and KFC, the Video Music Awards, Ink's birthday, and The Price is Right. We've had Nightshades and Vampy with us. Thank you for joining me tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday. I'm going to switch into my regular content. Hope everybody has a good night and thank you for joining me.
Thank
Night.
you.
Much love,
Thank you for
guys.
having us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Music time. Where is my